So if you clicked on this video, you're probably interested in the Xbox Series X, which I personally think is one of the best consoles out right now. Probably the best console right now. So stay tuned because in this video, I'm going to be talking about what I love about the Xbox Series X and why I think you should consider getting one. I'll also talk about the cons too, but to be honest, there is not too many with this console. Anyways, let's get right into it. Now, when it comes to the Xbox Series X, there are so many great things I love about this console. Now, the very first thing I've noticed ever since I got this device was the speed. The speed when loading games is super fast. Whenever getting in lobbies, I'm always the first one there out of my friends. And it's really cool because I don't have to sit back and wait forever for GTA to load. And yes, I do still play GTA. If you've seen the 6 leaks, they're awesome. Anyways, another thing I love about it is also going to be the graphics. The graphics and the pixelation, everything's just super sharp and it looks really good. Before I got the Series X, I did have the Series S, and I did notice a lot sharper of an image compared to the S, where it was a little bit blurry where the X was not. Now, another thing I love when it comes to the Xbox Series X is the fact that it does have a disk drive. So if you have a lot of games and you want to play some of your old classic games, don't worry, you can still play them on the Series X, whether it's from an Xbox One, Xbox 360, any Xbox, you can definitely play your games and it will be compatible. Now, for games that you do want to download off of like the Microsoft Store or even Game Pass, which I'll be getting to in a little bit, you have 1 terabyte of storage on this device, which is a lot. I have a lot of games on this device right now. I have GTA 5, which is huge. I have Warzone, which is huge. I have Fortnite. I have Forza. I have so many big games on this device. And for the games that you don't have on your internal storage, you can definitely get some sort of external hardware. They do sell an expandable storage for the Series X, which is going to be around, I believe, anywhere to like $100 to like $200. Or you can also get what I got, which is an external hard drive, which isn't the fastest when it comes to transferring games, but this one is 4 terabytes, and whatever game I do want to transfer, I can just transfer over it, or I could play it directly off of this. But the catch for that one is, if it's optimized for the Xbox Series S or X, then you won't be able to play it directly off the hard drive. But if you do have that external storage card, you can play whatever game right off of it, no matter if it's optimized for that device or not. That's another thing I want to talk about. When it comes to having an Xbox, if you are new to the whole Xbox realm, you do have this thing called Game Pass, which I think is phenomenal. So you pay $15 a month, you get access to hundreds of games, and I definitely think it's worth it. You get so many good games day one. There are so many great games that are optimized for this device that just look beautiful. And when you do get Game Pass, you can remote play directly off of your Xbox if you have the app. Or what else you can do is you can just use cloud gaming. Now, I haven't been a big fan of cloud gaming just because whenever I first tried it out, it was a little weak, very pixelated, very slow, wasn't too great. But that was about a year ago. They have done a lot of improvements since then. So if you do want to see an update on Xbox Cloud Gaming, go ahead, hit the subscribe button because I will be posting a video soon going over cloud gaming, Game Pass, and Xbox as well. But when it comes to Game Pass and the Xbox Series S, I highly recommend it because it is going to enhance your Xbox gaming experience so much more, especially if you're new to the platform. Now, another thing I love about the Xbox Series X is, yes, like I said, you can play all sorts of games, but they also have something on the X called Dev Mode. And what Dev Mode is you can basically go into the software of your Xbox, install an emulator such as RetroArch, and play whatever game you want. I'm talking about GameCube game, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games, a whole bunch of games that you can add on to your Xbox and just play them directly off of it, and it is really cool. For example, I played Simpsons Hit and Run, which I had back in the day on my GameCube. Couldn't play it on anything else, but I definitely love it on this device. Now, when it comes to installing RetroArch and like adding those GameCube or PlayStation games onto your Xbox, I'm not going to show you how to do it in this video. They do have a lot of reviews on it. Once again, it's called Dev Mode. If you want to search it up and see what it's about, go ahead and do that. I highly recommend it because that is also an added bonus when it comes to the Xbox Series X. Now, when it comes to how this device looks overall, I mean, it's really slick. I mean, it's just a big box. It does have feet on the side. So if you want, you could turn it over and just kind of have it like this. But I recommend standing it up just because the Xbox logo actually looks like, you know, how the Xbox logo should. But on the top, you also have that like hint of green, which looks really, really cool. And what else I love about this device is that it's not too loud. It's actually really quiet. I had a PlayStation 4 before this, like before I went to Xbox, and that thing was loud. This one, you don't really have to worry about like too much noise or things like that. Overall, I just think this device looks stunning. The next thing I do want to talk about is the price. It comes in at $499, and if you're just a casual gamer and you don't want to spend that much on a console, it's okay. That's why Microsoft made the Xbox Series S, which is $299, and I recommend for people who just game every now and then. But if you're a true gamer like myself and you want the best graphics, the fastest speed, anything like that, the Xbox Series X is definitely the way to go. Like, I absolutely love it. I talk about the speed, I talked about the memory. One more thing I want to talk about is the graphics. I did go over it a little bit already, but I cannot tell you how beautiful these graphics are, especially when things are optimized for the Xbox Series X specifically. Now, it also depends on your TV or on your monitor. If you have like a 4K TV or even like a 1080p, if you have a 1080p TV, it'll look good. But if you really want to get the most out of your Xbox, I highly recommend you get either a monitor or a TV that is 4K at 120 FPS. My TV is 4K at 60 FPS. So yes, the way I move around isn't going to be as smooth as it could be, but as far as graphics go, it just looks beautiful. When it comes to the cons on the Xbox Series X, there really isn't any. I've been talking about pros this whole time because my experience with the Series X has been nothing but positive. The only con that I have with this device is just the size. And I mean, I can't really talk because the PlayStation 5 is huge, but the size of this thing, it's a little heavy and it's a little bulky. So if you're looking for a console that you can take with you on the go, like put in your backpack and dip, I don't think this is the one for you. Get an Xbox Series S if you do want something you can travel with, or they do have dedicated like cases and backpacks specifically for the Xbox Series X, where you could put it in there and then be fine. But other than that, that is the only con that I can really think of when it comes to this device. I haven't had anything like freeze up. I haven't had any games just stop and close. Like, everything's been really good, and I love this device. Granted, I have been using this device for about like 2 to 3 months now, so not extremely long, but long enough to know that I absolutely love this console, and I don't think I'm going to be switching to anything else soon. I do want to get a PS5 to kind of do a comparison video over those two. I have played a PS5. Most of my friends are PlayStation people, but I will let you know. So subscribe again if you want to see the comparison on the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. So that's my review for the Xbox Series X. Let me know down in the comments if you have an Xbox Series X or if you're planning to get one and what you do or don't like about it. Honestly, like I said, there was little to no cons in this video because I just love the device so much and I highly recommend it, especially for somebody who's just getting into the Xbox realm. This device will not do you wrong. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.